Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a small business owner, an executive, or a manager, you're probably stretched pretty thin, right? Time is literally your most precious asset. And you also know that to really scale your business up, you need structure. You absolutely need everyone on the exact same page. Well, today, we are diving into a comprehensive tool built for exactly that. It's the Small Business Policies and Procedures Manual, specifically product code ABR 490M, created by Bizmanualz. We're going to break down exactly what this is, what you get when you download it, and how it can take your daily operations from, let's face it, a bit chaotic, to a smooth, consistent machine.
Okay, let's dive into this with a quote from someone who's actually been in the trenches and bought this product, a financial analysis manager named Corinne. She hit the nail on the head, saying, "It's much easier to edit something existing than start with a blank sheet of paper, which is a formidable task." And wow, isn't that the truth? I mean, every single company needs an office policy manual. Stuff happens every day, and you need a consistent way to handle it so every customer gets treated right. But writing standard operating procedures, your SOPs, from absolute scratch, staring at that blinking cursor on a stark white screen, it's absolute agony. It takes hundreds of hours of researching and drafting. Honestly, it's the #1 reason businesses just put off creating their manuals forever. But this product, it completely vaporizes that dreaded blank page. So instead of just talking about this in the abstract, let's do a digital unboxing. I want to give you a tangible, real-world tour of exactly what you get inside the ABR 490M manual. Like when a business makes the smart call to invest in this toolkit, what exactly drops onto their hard drive? Let's crack it open and take a look at what you actually receive. 980. Yep, you heard that right. That is the total number of pages included in this instant download. We're throwing this massive number out there right off the bat because it immediately shows you the sheer volume and depth you're getting. Look, this is not some flimsy 10-page PDF of generic business advice. No way. This is nearly 1,000 pages of a meticulously crafted business framework. But hey, don't let that number freak you out because as you'll see, it's brilliantly organized. Now, out of those 980 pages, here is the absolute core value driver, 110. You get 110 pre-written, ready-to-implement business procedures. Think about what a procedure really is, right? It's your business recipe for success. If you're going to grow, you have to hire more employees, and every new hire needs to know the exact recipe to follow so your customers stay happy. Without that shared recipe, your service changes every single day depending on who's on the clock. These 110 pre-written recipes, things like your customer return processing protocol or vendor selection, they totally eliminate the guesswork and lock in that consistency across the board. Now, what's really interesting here is the unbelievable breadth of what's covered. We're not just talking about a couple of standard HR rules. This single manual spans accounting, human resources, IT and network, sales and marketing, customer service, and even physical security and disaster recovery. I mean, normally, to get company practices covering all those different departments, you'd have to shell out thousands of dollars buying separate guides for each one. But Bizmanualz brings the whole shebang together in one bundle. You're getting core best practices for virtually every corner of your operation, from design all the way to shipping. But hey, a procedure is only as good as the tools you use to actually execute it, right? And that brings us to 129. That's the number of pre-made business forms included. These 129 forms perfectly match up with those 110 procedures we just talked about. So if a procedure tells your employees step-by-step how to process a customer return, the corresponding form is the exact document they fill out to get it done. It's an entire ready-to-deploy ecosystem for your daily workflow. And it doesn't stop at procedures and forms. The manual actually dedicates 50 full pages strictly to 12 primary business job descriptions. Because let's be real, defining who does what is absolutely crucial for accountability. When everyone on your team knows exactly what their primary job functions are, productivity skyrockets and those frustrating misunderstandings just drop off. These 12 templates give you a massive, massive head start on defining your entire organizational chart. Now, having the documents is fantastic, but actually rolling them out to your team, well, that's where the magic happens. So Bizmanualz throws in 3 vital supplementary tools to guarantee you actually succeed. First up, there's a 42-page how-to preparation guide that literally coaches you through developing and implementing the manual within your company. Second, you get a 12-page introduction training guide built specifically to help you train your staff on using these templates. And finally, a robust 28-page keyword index so you and your team can pinpoint exactly what you need in seconds. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate choice every business owner faces, doesn't it? Option A, starting from scratch. That means hundreds of hours researching, agonizing over phrasing, and pulling your team away from actually making money just to document basic operations. Or, option B, the secret weapon of the ABR 490M. These are fully customizable, pre-written Microsoft Word templates. They were created by pro-technical writers and reviewed by actual business experts. You don't have to learn any clunky new software. You just open up MS Word, tweak the procedures to fit your company's unique flavor, and boom, you're done.
Plus, we're living in the digital age. There is absolutely zero wait time here. You aren't waiting for some heavy binder to ship across the country. This whole thing is an instant download. The absolute second you purchase it, you get immediate access to all 980 pages, all those Word templates, the forms, the guides, everything. You could literally buy it right now, and 5 minutes from now, start editing your company's brand new official policies.
So, the crucial point is that Bizmanualz takes the risk totally off your shoulders to make adoption super easy. They include a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can download the files, dig into the procedures, and evaluate the depth of these templates entirely for yourself, completely risk-free. And honestly, hundreds of CEOs, owners, and executives have already left stellar reviews about how this exact product saved them a massive amount of time and totally streamlined their operations.
Which leaves us with one final, incredibly important question for you. Are you ready to scale your recipe for success? Look, if you want to slash employee training time, fix company communication, and seriously strengthen your operations, you need documented policies. Period. Stop scouring the internet for random, mismatched sample forms. Grab the complete system. If you want the ultimate shortcut, the ABR 491M Small Business Policies and Procedures Manual is absolutely worth exploring today. Instantly standardize your operations, empower your team, and get back to doing what you actually love, growing your business. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. So, what are you going to do with all that time you save?